Once upon a time, in one of the big forests, various animals lived together in peace and harmony. Stories about the beauty of the forest have spread far and wide, and many travelers come there to see the beauty of the forest. One of the wonderful inhabitants of the forest, an old monkey named Zaco, wanted to invent a new game. He took a big walk to interact with the other animals and asked each of them what they liked. Big elephant loved almost nothing but the night sky and the stars. A deer likes to watch the sunset. Little birds love to fly in the morning breeze. Tiger likes to exercise his muscles. Boar likes to run. Fox likes to hide. Rabbit likes to jump. Nocturnal guest of the forest, the wolf loves to walk in the light of the full moon. Based on this information, Zaco decided to invent a game that everyone would enjoy in his opinion. This game had to fit both the environment and the cheerful mood of the animals. Days later, Zaco invented the best game ever. He decided to organize a competition called Forest Olympics. Special weightlifting competitions for elephants. Through nightlight, for Wolf invented the Finder Games. Thus, during the Forest Olympics, all animals will have the opportunity to enjoy their favorite activities. Laughter and merriment can be heard throughout the forest, and the animals are grateful to have gathered to celebrate their skills and prowess. As soon as the games were over, all the animals hugged each other lovingly, promising to see each other at next year's Forest Olympics, and dispersed to their homes, and they lived happily ever after. Dear viewers, if you like it, leave your opinion in the comment section and share it with others. If you want more stories like this, tell me in.
A little boar lived next to a squirrel in a tree in the forest. They would not disturb each other, each would be busy with his work. Squirrel used to collect nuts and dry fruits from morning to night and prepare them for the winter. The bird was picking harmful insects from the surrounding trees. Squirrel was woken up every morning by a knocking sound. He knew it was the sound of a bird finding and eating insects hidden under the bark of a tree. One day, Squirrel looked at the bird and said, "Bird, what is your name?" He asked. "My name is Bird." "I know you're a bird." "I am asking what kind of bird you are." The bird thought he never thought about it. "I'm just a bird. What does it matter what kind of bird I am? Everyone should know their name. For example, here I am. Squirrel, that rabbit. What about you? Are you a woodpecker? A sparrow? A hawk? What are you?" The bird bowed its head sadly and said, "I always considered myself an ordinary bird. I don't know anything else. This case cannot be left like this. It is necessary to gather a meeting of the forest and find out what kind of bird you are." Squirrel. Squirrel went to the bear and expressed his opinion, and together they called a meeting of forest animals. At the meeting it was necessary to decide what kind of bird the bird living with them was. The animals gathered at the meeting began to shout and express their thoughts. The bird was bowing its head on the perch in the middle of the field, trembling from the loud noises of the animals. The debate reached such a level that no one paid any attention to the bird. The bird was crying on the top of the tree, saying, "Chick-chicky, chick-chicky." After a while, the bird spread its wings and rose to the sky, but the noisy animals did not notice it. The bird circled above them and flew away. A year passed, and the life of the forest continued on its course. One day squirrel saw that a worm had landed on the walnuts he had collected for reserve. Before this was not the case, because the bird was responsible for the health of the earth and surrounding trees by picking harmful insects that came near the tree. He hasn't been here for a long time now. Squirrel understood this and he regretted what he had done. One morning, Squirrel, who was sleeping in his den, heard a familiar knocking sound. Bird hurried out of the nest, happy that he must return. He saw that an unfamiliar. The bird hurried out of the nest, happy that he must have returned. He saw that an unfamiliar bird was picking and eating harmful insects from the tree where he lived. Squirrel greeted the bird and asked, but did not ask what kind of bird it was. The bird continued his work without saying too much. Squirrel sat on a tree branch and thought when he saw a familiar bird while he was picking nuts in the forest. He definitely had to apologize to him for what he had done. While the bird was looking at him in the middle of his work, he felt Squirrel's sadness. He wants the same bird.
Once upon a time, there lived a little girl in a red dress in a small village. This little girl who has received a lot of love from everyone never takes off her red cap. That's why they nicknamed him Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother sent her to visit her grandmother. Grandma lived on the other side of the forest. Her mother warns Little Red Riding Hood not to speak to anyone on the road and to choose the right path. Little Red Riding Hood meets a wolf while walking through the forest. The wolf looks at him maliciously and asks where he's going. Little Red Riding Hood says she's going to see her grandmother, and the wolf plans to go back to the village and go to Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother's house. The grandmother wears her clothes and lays her down on a chair on the sidewalk. And when Little Red Riding Hood arrives, she notices that her grandmother is looking strange. But before the wolf can attack her, a huntsman appears and saves Little Red Riding Hood. The huntsman takes revenge on the wolf, and Little Red Riding Riding Hood, and Granny returned safely. After that, Little Red Riding Hood never ignores her mother's warnings and vows never to speak to strangers. And they lived happily ever after, a happy ending. Dear viewers, if you like it, leave your opinion in comment section and share it with others. If you want more stories like this, tell me in the comments and subscribe to my channel.
One day a fox came across a hungry tiger. In a grove the tiger roared, and the fox froze in place because of fear. If I don't deceive him, I will die, said the fox to himself. What to do? The tiger is about to leave. Then the fox, pretending to tremble, not from fear, but from laughter, said, ha ha ha. He exclaimed. The tiger sat on the ground in surprise and said, why are you laughing? He asked. I'm laughing at you, poor thing, answered the fox with a forced laugh. What are you saying? I'm laughing at you, roared the tiger. Of course I'm laughing at you, said the fox. You poor thing is trying to eat me right now. I'm laughing, ha ha ha. After all, no one is afraid of you anymore. Everyone is afraid of me, even people are afraid of me. The tiger thought, maybe he's right. If that happens, it's dangerous. Maybe he is right. If that happens, it's dangerous to touch a fox. You don't seem to believe it, said the fox. Go, if not, if people are not afraid of me, eat me whole. The tiger agreed, and then the two of them said, our farmers are walking near the road, returning from the city. Go off and don't stay behind, shouted the fox and ran forward. The tiger took big steps, followed the fox. When people look, they see a huge tiger coming towards them. Suddenly they screamed and started running away. Then the fox, who disappeared among the tall grass, stretched out his neck and shouted at the tiger. Well, did you see it? People were so scared when they saw the tip of my tail. No one even looked at you. Stupid tiger, with his beak lowered in shame, went towards his grove, deeply saddened. Now the fox laughed at him. Dear viewers, if you like it, leave your opinion in the comment section and share it with others. If you want more stories like this, tell me in the comments and subscribe to my channel.
One day, the bison fell ill. He went to the sorcerer and asked for advice. The sorcerer said to him, if you ask for one hummingbird feather, your son will be cured. When the hummingbird gave him its feather, the bison So the hummingbird's son died. A hummingbird was left on the spot. My son died. Now you and I are enemies for life, he said. But the bee said to the hummingbird, come, let's be friends. Protect you. If you lay eggs in your nest, we will build a nest next to it. Guard your children, he said. Since then, bees always place their nest near the hummingbird's nest. Dear viewers, if you like it, leave your opinion in the comment section. Share it with others. If you want more stories like this. A pack of friendly wolves lived in the forest by day. The gang leader, who had grown or lost all astray. On the eve of the next hunt, the leader announced that he could no longer lead the pack. A young and strong wolf, dark gray fur, came out of the pack and went to the leader of the pack and asked for permission to lead the pack of wolves from now on. After the old wolf agreed and announced this, the wolves led by their new leader set off to find food. A day later, a group led by a new cockapoo returned with a large amount of loot. The young guy boasted to the old wolf that they attacked 7 hunters and looted everything without any difficulty. In the next hunt, and the one after that, the young leader strengthened his position in the team. One fateful day, a brave group went hunting under the leadership of a new captain. And after a long time, none of them returned from the hunt. Finally, in the distance, a pack of wolves was seeing wolves. Came back alone, mutilated, covered in blood, with scratched fur. More than half of them did not return. The young guy told the old leader that Fox and Bat are friends and sprinkle weeds like Fox did not go to the field every day with the excuse that my stomach hurts and my head is spinning, and Ant alone works from morning till night, pouring water and planting wood. Finally the wheat ripened, seeing that the threshing floor was full of wheat. The fox tricked the ant and wanted to take all of the harvest himself. My ant friend, what is the point of distributing so much wheat? Come on, let's play catch. Whoever reaches the threshing floor first, let all the harvest be his, he said. The ant thought for a while and finally agreed. They are standing side by side. Come on, let's start. The fox shouted and ran towards the threshing floor, but the ant did not come empty-handed. He grabbed the fox's tail. The fox came to the threshing floor and shook. Then the ant slipped down, climbed on top of the wheat and started talking from there. Hey fox, why don't you take a look? The fox was confused. When did you come already? I managed to rest, but you were still panting. Thus the fox was defeated and left without thinking of another trick. The ant has carried all the harvest to the barn and has been eating it from one end during the winter.
Still I like it, leave your opinion in the comment section and share it with others. If you want more stories like this, tell me in the comments and subscribe to my channel.
Once upon a time there was a goat, he has 7 goats. Like all mothers she loves and pampers her children equally. My children, close the door tightly and do not open it to anyone. A hungry wolf is prowling the forest, be careful, he said. A mother goat eats grass in the forest, drinks ice water and comes to her children. While knocking on the door he sang, my goats, my children, open the door, my love. Your mother brought you milk, filled her womb and spilled it on the ground. The children immediately opened the door and greeted their mother. The mother goat fed them and went back to the forest. Capricorn's children, open the door, your mother came. She brought milk, goat children. We hear your voice is not our mother's. Our mother sings in a thin voice. Hey wolf, get out of here. The wolf thoughtfully went to the blacksmith to change his voice. My goats, my children, open the door, my love. Open the door, my love. Your mother brought you milk, filled her womb and spilled it on the ground. The goat kids opened the door and welcomed their mother. Then he told them about the wolf coming one after another and trying to trick and eat them. The mother finished feeding the goats, gave a strict order not to open the door to anyone. Many years ago, there lived a famous hunter named I the Sniper in China. He hunted birds, small animals such as rabbits, foxes, and large animals such as bears, boars, and wild sheep. The hunter I shot the prey so accurately that he never looked to see if he hit the target or not. As soon as he shot the bow, the horse galloped to the prey. There is no sniper equal to him in all of China. Only his student Finindina could compete with him. When the snipers throw spears at each other from a distance, they collide in the air and fire from the spot. However, Finnin doesn't have the skill to catch the enemy's spear with his mouth and shoot him like the sniper. Yeah. What happened one day, a disaster befell the country of China. 10 suns appeared in the sky at once, 10 at a time, day and night without ceasing. They heated it up everywhere. All the grass and plants were scorched. People and animals were gasping for breath from the heat. The hunter I saw these plants that brought disaster to the people and began to think of a way to get rid of them. He took the best bow and arrow made of black wood, put 10 arrows in it and shot one after other. He was moving so fast that the sound of a sink could be heard incessantly in the air. In reality, the arrows spread in all directions, and each of them hit the sun one by one. Thus he shot down 9 planets. The 10th sun curled up in fear and took shelter under a bamboo tree. The earth suddenly became dark and cold. The hunter I was very afraid when he saw that there was not a single sun left in the sky. thinking that there is nothing left to illuminate the earth, he began to think of a way to get rid of this new disaster. At the same time, the 10th son, which had been hidden, suspected that the sniper had left, and slowly climbed up from among the trees and snorted. At that moment, he saw the sniper and got scared and sank again. The hunter was very happy to see that there was only one son left. He collected his arrows and went home. Later, the people called this bow and arrow the bow that hits the sun. According to what they say, he's still afraid of the sun hunter that comes out of the east and illuminates the earth a little low, and then sinks to the west and hides. From that time, day was divided into night and dear viewers, if you like it, leave your opinion in the comment section and share it with others. If you want more stories like this, tell me in the comments and subscribe to my channel.
And now, as a result of the drought, forest animals are suffering from hunger. Two friends, a rabbit and a monkey, want to live together because it will be easier to find food together.
The monkey built a small house on the tip of a huge baobab tree. Two friends settled there, both of them have elderly mothers. Both mothers settled in that house. A monkey and a rabbit went together to find food. They brought what they found and shared with their mothers. One day when the monkey makes such a picture, its mother has lost a lot of weight. The monkey decided that the food we found is not enough for 4 lives, and we should kill the rabbit's mother. While waiting for his friend, he crawled into the nest, killed the rabbit's mother, and threw the dead body to the ground. Why did you do that? Said the mother of the monkey, crying hard. If I don't kill him, it's gonna be difficult for you.
Look, you're as thin as a stick. The food we found is not enough for both of you.
I couldn't bear to see you losing weight. In any case, you did not do well, my child. Said his mother, look at me, mother. Said the monkey to his mother. When the rabbit returned from the hunt and was about to go to the house to feed his mother, the monkey said,
Leopard has chewed the rope, my friend rabbit. Even if it hasn't been chewed very much, the rope is barely standing. You can't climb up with it. The rabbit believed him at first, then he became suspicious. After all, his mother will be hungry. He told the monkey that he would come back later than usual. But in fact, he came back much earlier and hung on the rope and went to the nest easily. The mother of the monkey tricked the rabbit by pretending to be taught by her child. The poor rabbit started crying. He decided not to go down till the end of his life. The monkey came back from the hunt, saw the crying rabbit, and chased him out of the nest. But the rabbit took it without leaving. The leopard will eat you too, he shouted to the rabbit. Eat or eat now, I don't care. I don't have a friend to burn if I die, said the rabbit. You've lost your mind, said the monkey. The rabbit was thinking about the reason of his mother's death, but he couldn't finish his game. The more he thought about it, the more he began to suspect that his mother had been eaten by a leopard one day when the monkey was not at home. He began to question the mother of the monkey carefully, and the mother began to cry. This okay? Hey! My mother won't come back anyway, said the rabbit with a sigh. Our friendship is over. Although I have to take revenge on the monkey, I will not kill you, I cannot. Now mother and child live in this house. Now I will find another shelter for myself. Since then the monkey has been living on the top of a tree. A rabbit lives on the ground. Dear viewers, if you like it, leave your opinion in the comments section and share it with others. If you want more stories like this, tell me in the comments and subscribe to my channel.
One day the teddy bear woke up from a strange sound in his house. When he opened his eyes, 2 flies were above him. The teddy bear shooed away the flies with his hand. But after a while they began to circle over the teddy bears. The bear lay with his head buried in the blanket. But after a while his breath returned and he came out. And the flies, as if waiting for this, immediately began to circle above it. As if that was not enough, they landed on his head and face and touched his crown. He got up and went to the bathroom. He looked in the mirror, his hair was not fluffy. His face looked like a teddy bear. Wanting to wash, he turned on the tap, but turned off the water. He went to the kitchen and sat down at the table to have breakfast. Flies immediately flew and landed on his head. The bear tried to ignore them and started eating breakfast. But the flies, as if they were waiting for this, began to pounce on what the bear was eating. The bear would not leave, even if he drove them. The bear left the house after eating breakfast. He wanted to go around the forest. Flies were also flying and landing around him. Little by little, the little bear got used to the buzzing of flies and stopped paying attention. One morning, while in front of him, "Hello, bear," said the rabbit happily. "Hello," said the bear. The rabbit was surprised. "What happened to you?" he asked. "What happened?" said the bear. "Why are you talking like that? Are you congratulating me or making fun of me?" he said. Turned and left the bear silently, put the honey on the table and sat down. Sweets and fruits were served on the table. All the animals happily started eating them. Flies immediately began to plunder fruits and sweets. Everyone was tired of their dullness. Then the wolf said, "Stop, I will kill them now," and took a tree branch in his hand. The wolf hit the bear on the head with all his might. "Why are you hitting me?" shouted the bear. "After all, they were sitting on your head. So what to do? Should I hit you too? Why you hit me? The flies didn't land on me," said the wolf. "You brought these flies, that's why you ate the beating," said the apple man. "Look, he's become a straight talker, so he's playing tricks," said the fox. "As soon as you came, this place was filled with an unpleasant smell. It's better to take your flies and leave here," said the rabbit. The teddy bear was upset and slowly started to leave. "Take this killer with you, no one will eat it anyway," said the fox, holding the honey in the teddy bear's hand. The little bear got out of the fox's house. He wanted to thereby, spilled on the honey and covered everything with honey. Seeing this, the flies became furious with joy and began to rob the teddy bear harder. He wanted to wash his feet in the nearby lake, so he jumped into the water. He slipped and fell into the water. His body, which had not been touched by water for a long time, suddenly spread, and the bear bathed with pleasure. He got out of the water, shook his feathers, and felt as relieved as a bird when he came home. He felt bad, the house looked dirty and messy to the teddy bear, who had cleared his mind after taking a bath. He took a broom and a rag and cleaned his house. Then he started to collect the garbage around his house. At that moment, a rabbit returning from hospitality crossed the street. He was shining in the sun. "Don't worry, bear," said the rabbit, coming up to him. The bear was embarrassed to see him and said, "Be healthy, rabbit. I wanted to apologize for the pain I caused you and the other animals. I disrespected you by going to a guest in a hurry." He said, "Yes, you can't see your fly," said the rabbit, diverting the conversation to save the bear from embarrassment. Only then did the bear notice the absence of flies. As far as he remembers, he didn't see them again after taking a bath. Dear viewers, if you like it, leave your opinion in the comment section and share it with others. If you want more stories like this, tell me in the comments and subscribe to my channel. One day, a tiger wandered around the foot of a mountain and saw a little deer eating green grass under the trees. Seeing the tiger, the little deer froze in pleasure, 'cause afraid, although there is nowhere to escape. Then the deer gathered all his courage and decided to deceive the tiger. He knew that this tiger had never seen a live deer before. That's why he pretended not to see the tiger and looked back and grazed silently. The tiger wondered why this strange animal did not run away. Then he came closer and said, "Brother, why do you need the horn on your head?" He asked to bribe the tigers. He answered with a smile, "Why do you have so many spots on your armpits?" Asked the tiger. The deer said to him, "Every time I eat a tiger, one white spot appears. I ate so much from Sendicus that now I will get lost if I count these points." He said. Hearing these words, the tiger got scared and ran away. He met a fox on the way and told him why he was afraid. The fox giggled, "The little deer teased you." He said, however, the tiger didn't believe what he said and was trembling because he was afraid. "If you are so afraid, let me ride on you, and we will go to the deer and find out everything," said the fox. The little deer saw the fox and the tiger coming together and realized that the fox told the truth, how to get rid of him. Then he suddenly shouted at the top of his voice, "Long live the fox, thank you." Yesterday he said, "I will drive a big tiger." Today he brought him, I admire you. You keep your word. You bring a very beautiful tiger. You will deliver at lunchtime. Hearing these words, the tiger jumped up with the
started with a fruitless tree. One day he said to a fruit tree, people benefit from me a lot because I give them sweet fruits. But you are of no use, you bear no fruit. If I were you, I would be embarrassed and wither away. The fruitless tree was offended by his neighbor's words, but without expressing his disappointment, he said, you are wrong, I am also useful to people. If not, would they take care of me? The fruit tree continued to mock him. What's the use? As if it's not enough that you don't benefit people, you're just doing harm. I can get rich with you. People care because they are compassionate and feel sorry for you. In fact, your work is greedy. The fruitless tree called the answer. If you think carefully, I will be of great use to you and people, but you'd appreciate the good. You are proud of your 3 or 4 fruits. If one day you stop yielding, people will cut you down and make firewood that very day. The fruit tree laughed and said, oh, is your tongue too long? You don't give a single fruit, and you claim that you are doing good. But you are forcing me to talk about one of my goods. If you think about it, people make doors, windows, roofs of their houses, and even their children's cribs from my wood. They also make wooden bed spoons and other utensils. The cart that carries the fruit to the market, even the handle of the spade used to smooth the soles, is made of me. You can breathe better when your skin is soft. If you remember one day when you were very small, a donkey tried to eat you. There was nothing you could do, then our master cut some of my branches to protect you and made poles to support your fruiting branches. You have made a lot of fruit now. If it weren't for me, your branches would bend and break. Aren't they my branches that lean on you and bear your branches and fruit? Hey my friend, I have other benefits, but I'm too shy to tell them all. It is better for you to think about making sweet fruits than to boast. If you don't brag, your fruits will be bitter and tasteless. Finish the fruitless tree. After that, the fruit tree was ashamed of its pride and became silent. Dear viewers, if you like it, leave your opinion in the comment section and share it with others. If you want